Nearly 1/3 of the surface of Earth is a desert. Although the typical idea of a desert is a vast sandy place with little water, a desert is actually classified as any area of land that receives less than 10 inches of rain annually. This is why Antarctica is not only classified as a desert, but it is also the world's largest desert. The Sahara Desert in Africa, on the other hand, is the world's largest hot desert. Now, for the purposes of this video, we will be focused on the typical idea of a desert. Even though deserts receive very little rainfall, when it does rain, it gets a lot of moisture in a short period of time. And this is enough for a surprisingly wide array of wildlife and flora who have adapted to the arid conditions to thrive there. Everything from cheetahs, camels, rhinoceros, and even wild horses. Fortunately for most of these animals, they have evolved behavioral and physiological mechanisms to cope with the heat and water problems. For instance, many species of desert birds are mostly active at dawn and within a few hours of sunset, but hang out in a cool, shady spot during the day. Some desert species are nocturnal, meaning they are only active at night when the temperature is much cooler. Then you have certain species of birds that migrate out of the desert during the hottest part of its seasons. Some animals also have physical adaptations to dissipate heat, and many of them derive water directly from plants like cactus. And speaking of plants, cacti and rock plants survive dry spells by storing moisture in fleshy tissues by using a system of shallow roots to capture water from the soil. The other thing about deserts is that they aren't all flatlands. Some are rocky, mountainous areas that have formed as a result of tectonic activity, like some areas in Central Asia or even right here in North America. And finally, if any of you adventurous reapers ever get the chance to explore a desert, here are a few tips on surviving. Now, the first one is rather obvious. Bring water. The more the better, and drink it as needed. And no, soda is not an adequate substitute because it can dehydrate you. Respect the heat. If you know you have limited water, keep your mouth shut. Don't eat, smoke, or talk. Overall, just limit your activity. Do not sit or lie directly on the ground. Many times, the ground temperature is higher than the air temperature. Not to mention, it lessens the chance of you getting stung by a poisonous insect or bitten by a snake. And lastly, dress properly and do not remove clothing in order to get cool. That will hasten dehydration. Plus, clothes protect you from sunburn, so cover up. And if you have sunblock, use it. That's all for me today, Reapers. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the Reaper Legion Network. And as always, please, geek responsibly.